Good morning. It is Saturday. My intentions this weekend was not to leave my house except to get food and lay on the couch, watch TV, binge watch something. Yeah, as of yesterday, that plan was nipped in the bud. So I am going to a Torrid casting call that's on the west side. I asked one of my friends who's very supportive of my journey or my glow up, I guess, and he was like, yeah, you should do it. I'm like, okay. So, this is sunscreen. That's why I'm headed off to. They have some basics. You have to wear a form-fitting shirt and pants. So, make sure. So, yeah. You know I like to wear dresses. 95% of my dresses are Torrid dresses. I only recently got like 3 from Lane Bryant. Okay, and I have maybe 4 from Lane Bryant. One was like a year or so ago that I wear on pool days sometimes. So like I said, 95% of my clothes or my dresses are from Torrid. So it's like, okay, let's just do it. I wear the clothes. Let's go ahead. And it's the last casting call for Arizona. So we're going in with Danessa as the primer. I'm just putting it in the center of my face, and I'll show you why in a minute. So T-zone. So you're supposed to, let's say, light makeup, not heavy makeup, light makeup. So I'm trying to keep my skin, like, regardless, it's what I'm using, what I was going to use until I went to Sephora last night. You're going to be able to see my skin. You're going to see, if you get up close, you can see the texture. You're going to see some hyperpigmentation, my, I call freckles. I realize they're age spots or sunspots, but I call them freckles. So that was part of the deal regardless. So yeah. So light makeup, no lashes, and they wouldn't be able to see your skin. And I call tight clothes, but form-fitting clothes, as they are saying, it's because they want to see pretty much your shape. If you've never been to a Torrid is for plus size. So we're considered plus size. So it's like size 10 to size, I don't remember what the other size is. I wear 18/20. In most clothes, sometimes I just wear 20, depending on the store. At Torrid, I wear a 2. 2 equals pretty much 18/20. Certain clothes, like certain tops, I have to get a 3 because of the stomach or boobs. So, but yeah. I have a lot of clothes from Torrid, so it's kind of like, why not give it a try? I'm like, let's do something crazy today. I did eat because sometimes I do things, I get so much in my mind of doing things, I won't eat until afterwards. And I'm like, it's going to be 110 today. It's currently like 103. I can't do that. I don't want to pass out. Just driving there is going to be 30 minutes because it's, of course, on the west side. There's 2 on the west side, but one is like, the thing about Torrid stores, they're very small, which is ironic for plus size women. But the way they're small and they have a lot of, certain ones don't have a lot of movement room walking around. So one of the stores on the west side, there's no way I don't know how they're doing a casting call, but they say they are. I'm like, okay. So I'm going to the one that's in a mall where there's AC, where there's no way I'm standing outside waiting to do whatever. I'm like, I don't know if they're doing regular shopping as well in there. My eyebrows obviously already, and I did my eyeshadow, a simple eyeshadow. It's just Natasha Denona Mini Bronze palette. It's just 1 shade, and then a little bit of shimmer because I'm trying to keep it kind of natural. The goal today is kind of natural. And shades my face. But even out kind of, but natural. So do that. I need to cover my chest. But yeah, I had it was I was tired all week, and I was like, I'm not gonna do nothing this weekend. And then it obviously all changed. So having to get up. Luckily I showered last night, but make sure I ate. And then I have to pick up water on the way back home. I do have 1 bottle of water, like a personal size of water bottle that I bought last week when my mother was in town to make sure she drank water. So yeah, I definitely need to buy water. So what we are using is, for that natural light coverage look, is going to be Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I have used this before, but I used it in 9. This is 9.5. So this just came out. She just had this come out. It was finally in Sephora when I went in there last night. So I swatched it and like, okay, either could work, but 9 is very, I'd say, goldenish, and I have golden undertones, but yeah, it doesn't blend in with the non-warm parts of my face and then my neck. So this is supposed to be a little more neutral versus that. So this is what the case looks like. If you haven't seen the case before, the little spoon. I'm not using the spoon today. But yeah, I did swatch 9 and 9.5 in the store, and I moved to different mirrors. I asked 2 different associates. One said 9, and he said just contour and it'll be fine. Which I'm like, okay, I understand that, but I don't always have to contour like that to make it, because I would have to definitely contour the sides, because that's where it wasn't blending in. And then with 9.5, it just looked like it was, yeah. So we're gonna hope right now, definitely. That's what it looks like. It is so beautiful when you first open it, because nothing has been touched. And I was the first to touch it in the store last night, so I was like, that's why I'm like, I went in, I'm like, I don't have to worry about anybody else's hands. Even the outside was print free. Nobody had touched that. I was the first one. And they have the concealers in store now as well. They say online only on the Sephora website. They're in the store. They're in the store. So go to the store if you want to try out her concealers. Okay, so we're going to use our Danessa brush, Yummy Skin 2.0 for this. I like this because, and so I realized last night I needed to wash it. I'm like, when's the last time I used this? So I washed it. As hot as it is, all my other brushes that I washed last night are completely dry. This one is not completely dry. It's just here, teardrop one. It's not completely dry, but it's going to have to do. And I love the case because then I can just put it back in the case and it can finish drying. Okay. And so the guy and the associates in the store said to just kind of, well, he told me to conceal first. I'm going to conceal it first and then go in with this. So should we do that? Because the thing was, I was going to conceal, I would have to then set some of the outside. We're going to go with this first and then go in, and I'm going to do differently with concealer, this particular concealer, than before. So 9.5. There we go. So put that over there. And then should have had my thing to make sure it's all in very well. I'm planning on dirtying up a lot of things, so I have I'm just gonna kind of make sure it's in the bristles. So that's how much that's. You can also use a spoon, a little scoopy thing, put it on here, and then go in with a brush. But because I was using this particular, I just want to make sure it's even on here. Okay, so I'm not gonna get too close to my eye because that's where concealer's going. We're gonna go like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking it, yeah. And mind you, I did put on, if I just use my hands, it's probably a different amount. So I'm gonna go like this. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, I like this shade better. It's kind of, yeah, because it definitely matches, is matching better with my neck, which we know I match my chest, but it's still fine. I'm looking at, so let's go like this, go around the eyebrows. I do like this brush. I need to, because it works well with the balm powder, is why I'm like, okay, I need to find other ways to use it. I've seen them use it with the liquid, and I'm like, how? Maybe by putting it on here and then going through it like that. So I'd hope it's not just, you know, for the balm powder. You can use it with other things, other products by different brands. I'm just going through right now to even out. Down the neck a little bit. See, if I went down the neck with 9, you could tell the big difference. This, you cannot. I say this now, but of course I can't see. Yeah. I like this one because yeah. So 9 was a good choice. Okay. So I'm going to put it in this little holder for now. Of course, we're using Danessa Myricks New Concealer. I swatched 14, which would be good for lightening or highlighting. I swatched 15 again in store. And I swatched 16. 16 would almost work for like the bottom part of my face, but otherwise it's, for 15 is perfect. And I know I said I was gonna go all the way up here with the balm powder. As we see, that was nice. So, oh, what I was gonna do also, I'm just gonna take my sponge. My sponge is acting weird today. I'm just gonna push it in and also get some of that. Like I said, normally I don't go that heavy with the balm. I don't want it to look like skin. To me, it looks like skin. I don't know why the ladies are, the girls are chatting it up on Instagram group chat, not text. Something was supposed to, I thought, go swimming this morning. I know 2 in particular. And I didn't hear anything like it was still going on. Maybe they took it to just between the 2 of them, since nobody else seemed interested. I was like, it's hot even at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, if it was later at night, even though it's been, last night I had to go by my office. I said how much this what came off, really. Office to, I was gonna say we're renovating at work, so I went to go move some of my things to make sure they don't get lost in the renovation. Because I was like, I'm not, it's hot. Y'all just told us this. Yeah, so I was like, let me. I ate, so if y'all just heard my stomach, I don't know what's going on. So I'm not gonna put any more anywhere else. And I just put the little dots since I've been using this, but I just wanted to do a little bit. I knew I was gonna do a little different today and do it like that. But yeah, so I went in, I'm like, okay, because a lot of us work from home now, and there's like one dude in the office in my particular unit. But I haven't seen him in a while, and he had been off for a while, which is fine. So I was like, oh, good to see your face again. I didn't realize you sat next to me. But yeah, so I just put things in my desk and made sure my 10-foot cord, is it 10 feet? Was in my desk so it wouldn't get lost or used by somebody else. It has happened before. So that is why I wanted to make sure my cord was somewhere else. meant to put it back that one time, but I'm like, don't use my stuff. If you're gonna do, put it back. She did not put it back, and I'm like, I know that was fine. So yeah. So it starts at 12. It's 12 to 5. I intended to leave my house to be done. It's now 11:30, so that's obviously not happening. And it's gonna take me 30 minutes to get there. So, but again, it's inside, so that's good. I saw videos on how they have done it, but I don't know if they're gonna do all that for a small town in Phoenix, Arizona. So, like, there's a DJ and some other stuff. And I'm like, well, yeah, y'all, I'm sure you're not gonna do all that for us. But they made it seem like kind of like a party or whatever, and a good. One thing, I should probably say this for my tape because you have to do it video as well. I like about Torrid is you go in there, they're willing to help you. They're, I don't want to say cheery, because people think that I like cheery people. One of my good friends is very cheery. We're complete opposites in that facet, but we've been friends for more than 20 years. They're very cheery. Depending on which toy store, I'd say majority of them though are very helpful. Can I get you this? Can I get you that? What are you looking for? Kind of thing like that. Most of the time I go in, I'm like, I'm just getting to look, and I end up trying on things for like the next, you know, Torrid cash days or whatever kind of days. I just kind of go look and take a picture of what it looked like and ask my dress consultant what he thinks. Things like that. But yeah, they've always been very nice. Like I said, and sometimes go above and beyond. So going in there is almost like, you know, you're gonna end up buying something. As opposed to another plus size stores I won't name. They're not cheery. They're more for, I wouldn't say an older demographic, but more demure, is that how you say it? DEMURE demographic. It's a different vibe in those stores. People, they're still nice, but it's a different vibe in the stores, and it's just a little more energetic and lively in Torrid stores. And even though I am a chill person, laid back person, I do like that going in there. I just know I'm gonna get the help that I need. I'm not gonna say this other store I've gotten like a few years ago. I needed new clothes to go, I think it was to the interview, and then a new job where I had to actually dress up. And this lady was very helpful. Came back like literally maybe a year or months later, and she remembered me. So I'm like, okay, that particular branch of that store no longer exists. But that was cool that she had remembered me. But like I said, and I'm saying the ladies at Torrid, they may not remember me because I go to different ones. There's at least 3 different ones I go to. Usually just 2, because the one on the west side where I'm going today, I don't go that way often. So I think this is my second time. Last time, just like 2 weeks ago, whenever I got my contacts. So I don't expect them to remember me. But yeah, the vibe, I like the vibe in there. Okay. I don't think I really need to do the edges with this, but I'll do it anyway. And so one of the things they said, light makeup, no contouring. They specifically said no contouring. I have natural kind of contour on my face anyway, so there we go. So we're just putting on blush today. After that concealer, we're using Colé's Multistick. Let's put it. We're just gonna go in the hand, kind of warm it up. Crisscross, so make you jump. I'm gonna put that down just in case I might want to go back and use it. And I'm like, the towel. I've washed this towel, but it still has fuzzies that I squeezed this out on. I need to just use my other towel. I don't know whose car I'm hearing. Okay, that's a little too light. We're gonna just go on the face. I've never put it on top of the balm powder. And the balm powder, if you've never used it again, it goes on balmy, kind of creamy, and then it dries down to a powder. But you could put things on top of it, so. Okay, let me wipe that off. Put that over there to dry. Because it's hot, it won't take too long to dry. So I put other Danessa products on top of the balm powder because they all work together, of course. But other things, I'm like, oh, I haven't used that before. Like powder, usually things, creamy things. Yeah, I've never used that particular product before, so I'm like, okay. So yeah, I'm kind of still trying to stay natural looking. So I was gonna just use the Fenty sunscreen, the new tinted sunscreen, put on blush, some eyeshadow, and basically everything else I was gonna do, but because I got the new balm powder is why I just said, let's go ahead and I would have used the Fenty concealer, which I haven't done yet with that sunscreen. So that's the only difference. One of those two things. Otherwise, everything else would have been the same. I'm gonna take the bottom again. Don't want to dip back in there. I'm gonna dip in here a little bit. It's still a little creamy here. Just kind of go over it a little bit. So it's there. I see it. It's there still. Okay. Set. I'm gonna set. Yeah, we're gonna set everything. Somebody's running the car, like AC or something. I know there's one particular family, for some reason they be running that car for a good minute. It's like a charger or something, and they'll be gone. I'm like, you know how much gas you're probably using? And I know I have no contour on my nose, but I am so used to it being there. So me doing it right now, and I'm like, it looks like I have contour. I did not put on contour. And so, it's almost like, do I need to contour these days anymore? But I was just like noticing, I'm like, I have it on, but it looks like I do. I'm going to put on the blush. We're using NYX purple blush, and we know it's going to show up pink, so that's why I'm using it. And then that much, I'm going to work that in so it's not as crazy in my hand. Just trying to set. Let's see, 2 fingers. Yeah. Bring it up a little bit. Yeah. Push that back. And then I'm going to sweep away with my blush brush. I've done it before. It's been a while since I've done it before. Only in the eye area. Okay. I think Will Smith's supposed to be talking about going on a tour. I saw a video or something, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, I know you're kind of getting past the whole incident and everything, but I'm like, you have to go on a tour just because you had Bad Boys 4. Is that enough to go on tour? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think people will go, but it won't be like sold out, kind of. Yeah, I'm not sure if people are ready for that much of forgetting what happened. Using the lip bar just to set the outside everywhere else. But Danessa, this particular product, again, you don't have to set it. That's what they say. I live in Phoenix. It's about to be sunny, hot. I'm gonna turn this inside out. I'm gonna be sweating for sure. I'm just on the way there. So this is where, and I don't see anything coming off. So like I said, and I could touch it. It looks like skin. It feels like skin. So, but I'm still going to go in with a little extra. Not a lot. I'm just gonna a little fluffiness. This little finishing powder. I'm so used to setting bronzer and contour. So yeah, that's as much as I'm putting on. They supposedly have like makeup people there to touch up your makeup. And I saw videos where they did, but again, I don't know if they're coming to this, having that done in a small town. Yeah. You notice the shine was all up here, so I was like, it was still wet. That's why I kept going. Okay. Of course, we got the shine. If they do have touch-ups, mind you, this is Sephora right there. Maybe they can get some of them to help out. And I also like that I saw in the video some of the makeup people helping out for touch-ups were of color. So I was like, it's fine and dandy, but if you don't have people that can touch up for people of color, that wouldn't still be inclusive, which Torrid is about. So and the size is 10 to whatever. I want to say 30, but I'm not 100% sure about that, so don't quote me on it. And I saw it, it's just I'm not used to, I know there's sizes above mine, but I'm just like, I could not tell you what the whole range is. Okay, so anything else? Let's go under the eye a little bit. I'm kind of trying to put whatever's left from the palette. And then we'll go to the lips and I'll finish with the eyes like usual. So I'm going in this one. I'll look up what shade that is. Tuff. I think that's the Tuff one. That's what it says. It says Tuff. I have a little picture of how to do recommended look. Okay, that's fine. And then I'm gonna go in with this lighter one. Just kind of fluffy around the edges like that. Okay, let's go to the lip balm. Probably should have sharpened this, but I was trying to sharpen a different lip pencil that did not work out that well. You're not supposed to use a sharpener first, supposed to use the one that came with it, but I'm like, it keeps cutting off the tip, so I was like, I'm trying to sharpen this. I like this. It's a good deal, but I'm like, I can't. And then we're going in with Say Beauty. This is in Dada, the lip blur. So it's a little pink. So it's like, I haven't used this in a while, and I was like, this between this and Mented's Nude La La, I decided to go with this. No reason I haven't used that in a while. I know I haven't used a Nude La La in a while either, but I'm like, I'm still waiting for that relaunch Mented. Summer, it's summer. So, okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the gloss from the lip bar as well. Just gonna squeeze a little already. Instead of putting it directly on my lips like I usually do in squeeze. Let's see what's in. Which I'm gonna have to do anyway because it doesn't stay up there long enough for me to do anything. There you go. And I'll take that with me as well. I see it on my teeth, that's why I did that. So I try to eat before I start recording, because otherwise I gotta reapply everything. And I have to wait, take the pictures, then eat, and I'm like, okay, so lips are done. Let's take the lip liner too. Let's do mascara. And then earrings, and then, well, put that shirt on I'm wearing right there. That dress behind it, Torrid dress. I haven't worn that yet. I need to find a nice summer place to wear it. I haven't though. Like during the day, I rarely wear mascara, but for this, yeah. And it's waterproof because in that heat, your face, my eyelids will be sweating, so that's good. Looking at my face, and yeah, you can still see my texture and everything like that. So it's definitely a kind of natural look. Okay, and so because I'm wearing just jeans and that black, I'm gonna put these on. Mind you, I've never gone to a casting call before. I know from what I've seen, pretty much blue jeans and a black tank top is what they want you to wear. And I really don't wear a lot of skin tight tops. I just don't. Because to me, you can be confident, but also, you know, insecure about things. Confident and insecure at the same time. It is definitely possible. And so I definitely, my stomach, I'm like, yeah, I don't need something tight on my stomach anyway. So usually it's something that grazes my stomach. And it's just hot. I don't wear really tight clothes because it's hot. So that's why I have to find something that I'm going to be comfortable in. Not skin tight since I can't wear a dress. Yeah. So I've seen some of the videos and I'm like, okay, I would not be comfortable in that. But I'm glad you are confident and comfortable in that. It's just not how I dress. I did not want to dress outside of my aesthetic. I have that top. I actually bought that top because I was going to wear that top, which I usually do at night. But we're going to wear it during the day because it needs to be skin tight. Like the camisole I have on right now, I could wear a strapless bra and be out. But I'm like, I would not do that. So I'd wear one of my more looser, flowy ones. Yeah. So I know what I'm confident in, and I'm wearing what I'm going to be confident in. Okay, so I'm going to also mention, this is a purse. I'm just carrying the purse like this. I'm just going to carry it like that. And no things, because I usually put things in my pocket, but since I'm going to take photos, whole body photos, I didn't want to have things in my pocket. So that's why I'm taking that. Otherwise, I would not bring a purse at all. Hopefully they have somewhere close by I can put that down to take photos. Okay, let me change my shirt. So those shoes I just put on, have never worn. They're East 5th Avenue or 5th Street. I will put them in the description. Just got from JCPenney last week when my mother was here. I'm gonna have sandals in the car because these have a slight heel. I don't wear heels a lot, so this closest has to be a thick heel for me to wear heels. So if that's part of the requirements, I'm like, it's supposed to be a model boot camp. I'm like, teach me how to walk in heels during that boot camp because I cannot. And then the way I walk, my mother used to say I walk like a lumberjack. Yeah, so like, but everybody has a unique walk, so I'm like, I'm gonna need some tips. So with that, this is my outfit, and yeah, doing something crazy. Jay being crazy, doing something unexpected or different. Just live your life to the best, you know, take opportunities, do things you fear. Um, I am doing that. So, yeah, just the experience would be cool. Yeah, just the experience. I would go on experience. I like new experiences. I prefer good ones versus bad ones. So, okay, I will see y'all later.